President Trump did something that might be a first for a sitting U.S. president. Listen to this. A U.S. judge on Friday approved a $25 million settlement to resolve a class action lawsuit that claimed fraud against President Donald Trump and his Trump University real estate seminars. The ruling from U.S. District Judge Gonzalo Curiel in San Diego concluded a lengthy and contentious lawsuit that played a prominent role in the presidential campaign last year. The Trump University students, who paid as much as $35,000 for the seminars, $35,000, claimed they were lured by false promises that they would learn Trump's investing secrets from his hand-picked instructors. Now, they go on to say, hey, they weren't hand-picked instructors. So, fraud. Okay, that wasn't the biggest problem. That's like the least of their problems. I read in detail the claims made against Trump in this lawsuit, and this has been going on for a long time, by the way. One of the things they said is that he'd be there, and he'd take a picture with the students. They literally had a cardboard cutout of him there, and the people would take a picture with a cardboard cutout of him. Furthermore, he hired known con artists, people who had literally gone to jail for that. They were scammers, and he hired them. They also did classic scam techniques, one of them known as upselling. So people come in, they pay the money to go to the original class. When they're in the original class, what you say in the original class is, oh, well, look, we're going to give you a little bit here, but if you buy the next package up, well, then you really get the secrets. And then, some people would buy that, and then you upsell again. Well, look, hey, we're going to give you a little bit more, but if you really want the good stuff, give us thousands of dollars more. They also specifically targeted people who they thought were easy targets. If there was like somebody who's middle-aged or younger and they seem with it, they kind of like let them slide, and we don't really want them as part of this. But if there's somebody who's elderly, if there's somebody who's disabled, you spend extra time on them to try to get more of their money. So you go through the details of this, and it is just horrific. And it's also goofy. Like, they would play the theme song to The Apprentice at the beginning of every session, because this was when he was on The Apprentice, or when he was about to be, or something. I don't know the exact time frame here, but that's what they did. They'd play that before the classes, as if it's like you're in a third world nation and you're saluting the dictator. Like, we will listen to his music first. Like, what the? So, yeah, he committed fraud. He didn't give them anything. There was nothing here. The investing secrets, and yeah, it's going to be great. It's going to be tremendous. And by the way, he also called it a university, and it just wasn't a university. Like, in order to call something a university, you can't just do that. It's like if I buy an office or something and say Kyle's Brain Surgical Center. Are you just legally allowed to do that? No, I'm not. I don't know how to fucking do brain surgery. I can't just fucking call it that. That's crazy. That's fraud. You can't. No, it's my brain surgical center. What do you mean? What's the problem? I have the freedom to do that. No, you don't. There's regulations that say you need a license and you need approval. And New York State was like, you can't just fucking call this a university. It's not a university at all. So, there's a million examples of how this was fraud. And then, as I was reading through the article yesterday, it hit me, as I'm sure it's hit many people listening right now. Like, we have a president of the United States who committed fraud. He committed fraud. Like, that's what it is. He's committed fraud. So it's almost like literal. You say he's a con artist, he's a scam artist. That's what he is. So it's not like we say it and we almost feel like it's a side comment, a figure of speech. Oh yeah, I don't know. It almost means like he's a good bullshitter. He's not just a good bullshitter. Like, he just settled a lawsuit because he committed fraud. That's crazy, man. I think this may be a first for U.S. presidents. By the way, it's not like the others are lovely. As Noam Chomsky says, every post-war, World War II, I think, American president would be hanged if the Nuremberg trials were upheld. So they violate international law like nobody's business. They're killing innocent civilians left and right, as is Trump. But I think this fraud angle is like a new thing. Uniquely slimy, at least in this respect. And he paid out $25 million to settle the suit. Wild.